Okay, talking about Abraham Lincoln, the change in him, Gettysburg. He really, he says, now I am a Christian, now I get it. And I don't know how many of us can really say that. I mean, we could all say we're a Christian, or we could all say, oh, I believe in God. But how many of us can say, no. After all these tragedies, I still didn't get it. Now I get it. Mm-hmm. And he calls people to fast and pray and says, this is it, right? Mm-hmm. What happens?
I'll show you. This is a timeline of the major battles of the Civil War. Now, there's a lot of other minor battles. You got Pea Ridge, you got Stones River, you got all these other battles. But let me show you, as the Civil War progresses, how the Union was doing. The Union won Fort Henry and Fort Donelson. They won Shiloh. And that's it. Everything else belongs to the Confederacy. Then they get over here. They win Gettysburg. They win...
Wait, where does the thing happen? Where does the...
Come back to that.
Okay.
Vicksburg. They win Chattanooga. They lose Spotsylvania, Cold Harbor. They win Petersburg, Richmond. They win on Sherman's March. They win Atlanta. They win Mobile Bay. They win Nashville. They win Appomattox, and that's the end of the Civil War. Now, pretty clear difference. That's where he had the National Day of Fasting and Prayer, right there. That's before, that's after.
What else changed there? Did he change? Did he change generals? Did he change anything else?
No, his final real killer decision was right here when he put Grant over it. And you got rid of McClellan. McClellan, his general running his army, actually ran against him for the presidency in 1864. So, but
hated
right here,
him, if I'm not mistaken, hated him, didn't he?
Oh yeah. So he put U.S. Grant in right here, and Ulysses just finished out the war. But the decision here was pray and fast, get God. Then he has a spiritual experience of his own here after having humbled himself before God. This Gettysburg thing is what really changes him personally. And that's really the turning point. I mean, the turning point happens at Gettysburg, because prior to that, we're getting our tail kicked, quite frankly.
I'm telling you, and I don't really care. Let me testify to you on something. That the world is going to change one way or another.
Yeah.
The world is spinning out of control, and it will be profound darkness. But if we turn right now, and if we wake up and we turn to Him, I am telling you, a few million people will affect the lives of billions of people, because with His help, it's going to take the earth and rotate it the other direction.
Yeah.
It is going to change. It is going to change. But it is last call. Last call. In these 3 weeks, last call. Wow, I don't know if anybody else felt that, but I think that is true.
Yeah.
I think that is true. And it is such a blessing to know He's got it.
Yeah. Well, I think people understand that, and that's why in my lifetime I've never seen an outpouring of prayer and fasting like we've got going in the nation now. And there's a scripture both in Jeremiah and Isaiah where it says that when God whistles, His people come running. You know, being on the farm, my dad whistles, I come running. And I think God's done that. I think spiritually He's whistled. And a lot of people who hear Him, who fear Him, who have a relationship with Him have come running. And it's those millions that are coming to the aid of the nation, because they're going to be part of what God's going to do.
And what's great is it's really not about... Look, I'm going to share something I don't think I've shared before. I know Mitt Romney. I don't know him well. I've met him several times. I haven't talked to Mitt Romney in, one-on-one in maybe 3 years. But I know I sat with him and his wife maybe 6 or 7 years ago. And his wife, after he left, his wife and I had a conversation. I said, "Why are you doing this?" And she broke down in tears and she said, "Are you kidding me? This is the last thing we want to do." We don't even think we have a chance of winning. We didn't think we had a chance to run against Edward Kennedy, Teddy Kennedy. We didn't think we had a chance, and it didn't work out. And we're like, so then why did you do it? And then the governor thing happened. And we're like, okay, well, but he didn't want to be governor either. So why is that? And then we felt this calling. Run. She said, I think Mitt has unique skills. We don't want to do it, but we will to serve. And I feel a little ashamed of myself for not seeing maybe this a little earlier, because I just don't trust politicians. Mm-hmm. And I don't trust him. I mean, I don't trust any of them, mm-hmm. because he's a man, mm-hmm. and all of them can go awry. But if we stay true, and we just pray for his humility. I don't know about you guys on the debate. I got down on my knees before the debate, and I prayed, Lord, just let people see who he is and who the other guy is. Mm-hmm. No tricks, no knockout, nothing. Just let people see who they are, really. And it will be fine. It will be fine. Mm-hmm. Okay, back in a minute.